Welcome to Blurr, a channel where stories aren't rushed, where emotions are allowed to linger, and where books are felt, not skimmed. Today's story is gentle, quiet, humans. It doesn't try to impress you with drama. Instead, it invites you to slow down. A Merry Little Irish Christmas by Caroline Grace-Cassidy is a soft, emotionally grounded holiday novel set in a small Irish town. The kind of place where memories live in streets, kitchens, and familiar faces. This is not a Christmas story about miracles falling from the sky. It's about ordinary people carrying extraordinary emotional weight and learning how to put some of it down. So find a comfortable place, let the outside world fade for a while, and let's begin. Plot summary: the novel opens in the quiet build-up to Christmas, when the air feels heavy with expectation. The town is preparing. Lights are going up, shops are filling with seasonal goods, and people are making plans. On the surface, everything feels festive. Underneath, everyone is carrying something unspoken. At the center of the story is a woman who has lived away from her hometown for many years. She left with ambition, believing that distance would bring clarity, fulfillment, and purpose. And in many ways, it did. She built a life elsewhere. She learned independence. She survived disappointment. But now, emotionally, she is tired. Her return home is not framed as a failure, but it doesn't feel like success either. It feels like a pause, a moment where life gently insists that she stop and look inward. Coming back to the town awakens something she didn't realize she had been avoiding. Familiar roads trigger memories. Old routines resurface. The place has not changed much, and that realization is both comforting and unsettling. Her family welcomes her, but the warmth is layered. There is love, yes, but also emotional distance shaped by years of unsaid words. Conversations stay polite. Feelings remain carefully controlled. Everyone knows each other too well to pretend, and not well enough to be fully honest. Christmas preparations begin, and the story unfolds through small moments rather than big events. Decorating the house, sharing meals, running errands through town. Each moment becomes emotionally charged, because the past is always just beneath the surface. As she reconnects with family, she also reconnects with the community. The town is filled with people who have known her all her life. Neighbors, friends, familiar faces who never left. Each interaction reminds her that identity is shaped not only by where we go, but by where we come from. One relationship stands out, someone from her past, whose presence brings unresolved feelings back into focus. Their connection never truly ended. It simply went quiet. Timing, fear, and emotional immaturity once stood in the way. Now, older and more self-aware, both are forced to confront what remains. The story carefully avoids dramatic confrontations. Instead, it lets tension build through silence, hesitation, and emotional restraint. Characters often say less than they feel, and that restraint makes the moments of honesty far more powerful. As Christmas Eve approaches, emotional pressure builds across the town. Everyone seems to be standing at a quiet crossroads, deciding whether to continue avoiding difficult truths or finally face them. Christmas Eve becomes the emotional heart of the novel. Conversations finally happen. Not perfectly, not smoothly, but sincerely. People speak from exhaustion rather than anger, from longing rather than pride. The ending does not promise a flawless future. Instead, it offers something far more realistic: emotional grounding, renewed connection, and the understanding that healing begins not with grand gestures, but with honesty. What this story is really about, at its core, A Merry Little Irish Christmas is not about Christmas at all. It is about returning to places that remember who you used to be, returning to relationships that were left unfinished, returning to yourself after years of emotional autopilot. The story speaks directly to adults who have done everything right on paper, moved forward, grown up, stayed functional, yet feel something quietly missing. It asks gentle but difficult questions. What did you leave behind to become who you are now? Are you allowed to want more or something different? Can emotional honesty still change things later in life? This is a story about emotional courage, not the loud kind, but the quiet kind that happens in kitchens, living rooms, and late-night conversations. The central theme of the book is belonging. Not the belonging that comes from geography or routine, but the belonging that comes from emotional truth. Other themes weave naturally throughout: family love that exists alongside misunderstanding the cost of emotional avoidance, second chances that aren't dramatic, but sincere love that matures instead of disappearing, forgiveness that doesn't erase the past, but softens it. Christmas here is not magical. It is revealing. The season becomes a lens, showing characters who they are when everything else slows down. The best part of the book, the strongest element of this novel, is its emotional realism. Nothing feels exaggerated. No character exists to deliver a lesson. People behave like real people. They hesitate before speaking, they avoid uncomfortable truths, they misunderstand each other, they carry love and frustration at the same time. Another beautiful strength is the sense of place. The Irish town is not romanticized into fantasy. It feels lived in, familiar, slightly confining, yet deeply comforting. The author understands that atmosphere doesn't come from description alone. It comes from rhythm, silence, and emotional restraint. This is a book that trusts the reader. Where the book may not work for everyone, this book may not be ideal if you want fast pacing or dramatic twists, you expect a traditional holiday romance, you prefer spectacle over reflection. The story unfolds slowly and deliberately. It focuses on emotional interiority rather than external conflict. Some readers may find the quietness understated, but that quietness is exactly where its power lies. Who should read or listen to this book? This book is perfect for readers who enjoy character-driven storytelling, adults navigating emotional transitions, listeners who enjoy cozy, reflective audiobooks, anyone who has returned home and felt changed by it, people who love Christmas stories without artificial cheer. If you enjoy stories that feel like a long, honest conversation, this one belongs to you. Why this book is worth your time? A Merry Little Irish Christmas doesn't demand your attention. It earns it. It reminds us that growth can be quiet, healing can be slow, and emotional truth is more valuable than perfect outcomes. This is the kind of book that feels different depending on where you are in life. It meets you at your own emotional pace. In a loud world, this story chooses stillness, and that choice feels radical. As the final moments of this story settle, one simple truth remains. Home is not a place frozen in time. It's a relationship with people, with memory, and with yourself. A Merry Little Irish Christmas reminds us that healing doesn't arrive loudly. Sometimes it comes quietly, through honesty, forgiveness, and the courage to stay. Thank you for spending this time with Blurr, a space where stories are allowed to breathe and emotions are never rushed. If this story touched something inside you, write your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what this story made you feel, or which moment stayed with you the longest. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It truly helps the channel grow. And most of all, thank you for listening. Until next time, stay warm, stay open, and keep the stories close.